Okay. Oh boy. Hey folks. How about if we do a quick update, and then I've got some other stuff to do, and then get my mom's supper, and I gotta work on some book work yet tonight. Good afternoon. Yeah, we're gonna do an update.
I don't know.
She wants to come in with you because I just gave her meds. Come here, baby. Was that fun? Was that fun? Hey. Hi, everybody. Well, let's get started. We did some physicals first, and Avalanche had a physical, and that was good. Vernon had a physical, that was good. I had her check Jillian over just so that I would feel better, and she was already aware of her distemper vaccine reaction, and said to probably in her best interest and safety never to give her another distemper. So we're going to call that one that she got here her one for life. Come here. Come here. You want me to hold you? Come here, baby. Come on. You guys are all kind of goofy. But she also has a heart murmur. It's noticeable. And it's a 2 out of 6 heartworm. But we'll re-listen to her next month, and it could be gone. You know how it is sometimes with heartworm, or with heart murmurs. She checked Jones over too. You all know that we have had our share of trouble with Jones in the last few months, or few weeks. And our problem is that it's very difficult to treat Jones because he reacts so oddly with medication, and also he acts very oddly, even more so with oral meds. Just giving it to him is not something he does well. So we're just going to kind of keep moving along. I think he's had a good night last night and a pretty good day all day today. So hopefully he's done with this. What was that? Did you hear that? Nobody hit that bug off here, did you? Sounded like they hit the house. Steve, did you hear that boom? Okay, well, I'm not sure what that was. So hopefully he's done several of these things before, not as bad as what he's been in the last couple weeks, but he seems to be back to being Jonesy again, so we're hoping so. We also did a checkup on Giovanna, and we did her dental January 2017. Removed most of her teeth. She does have a couple teeth back here left, but not very many. But since then, we have had to treat her for severe stomatitis 4 times. And we treated her again today. It's pretty significant stomatitis. Plus, she was dehydrated, and that is understandable, because if her mouth hurts so bad, you're not going to want to eat. So I gave her 30 cc's of fluids, and of fluids for her dehydration. And that reminds me of something. We have to give Aleda. Okay, so we only did those 6 physicals, and that was enough. Giovanna will keep an eye on. Her fur is not in very good condition. She also did a couple physicals on my cats, too. So, actually, she did 8 physicals. Bert was neutered. He has been asked about by his new family. They're going to go away tomorrow and be gone until I think it's Wednesday. So, towards the end of the week, I imagine Bert will go. Congo, more than likely will be leaving as well soon. We did a public spay, and that public spay was the mama to the one litter that we took in that we said she would have to have the mom spayed. So they did bring her in. We did Grace and Grisabella and Nevi. Hey, Indy,
yeah.
Can you wait for that just like 2 more minutes and I think I'll be done? We did Grace, Grisabella, Nevi, Netta, Ashley, and we also did our very last surgery today was Annetta. And Dr. Darcy and I are both in agreement. She's an old girl. She's an old of an old. She may only be 12 years old. We're not really sure, but I think she's lived a rough life. We did finally get to spay her. Her lungs were much, much better. And that eye that had to be taken out, oh my, that was such a diseased eye. We are sending that in for biopsy. It doesn't look right, and I am worried a little bit about that being cancerous. And we were worried about getting everything out, but Dr. Darcy did an awesome job of getting that really bad eye out. So we're going to send in the biopsy, and that will go in Monday. Might be Thursday, Friday till we get a result on that. But you know what? She's going to feel so much better. That I know was very painful for her. We've been giving her frequent pain meds, and that has helped her a lot. But I think when she's in her pin yet, she's still a little woozy-goozy from her drugs, but I think she'll be feeling a whole lot better. Jonesy, I just went back up and reiterate on that. He's back in a good zone again. So we have no idea. We've had him examined a few times, several more than that. It is really undetermined what actually is going on in him, but it doesn't matter because whatever it is, we love him to pieces, and we will continue on with him and until we feel we shouldn't do that anymore. But right now he's back to being Jones again, so that's all good. And Annetta, I hope her biopsy comes back negative, and I do know for sure that eye is going to feel, or her eye will feel a whole lot better with that thing out of there. She's such a great cat, an awesome cat. She's just so easygoing. We did have a problem today, and I don't know if you've all heard or not, but we did lose a kitty. We lost Aleda. She's our little white kitty with the blue eye. Medicines and drugs are wonderful things used in the appropriate way. And as good as what they can do, they can also be very harmful. And as we learned this week with Jillian, we almost lost her from her distemper vaccine reaction. That was very dramatic and very bad, but she's fine. She's 100% back. Aleda, we had her sedated. All of the kitties after their physicals, kittens, they get a shot. It helps them to relax so that then when we do our next series of medicine, that they're calmer, or supposed to be, so that we can induce that into them, and they their body accepts that better. So we did that to Aleda like we always do. She was fine and dandy running around still. We let them play on the floor a little bit. And then when it was her turn, we sedate the little ones, anything under 4 pounds, on our work table, and then they get their tummy shaved and immediately go over then to the surgery table. And during this whole time, we are with them. We're there. We watch them. We know what we're doing, and we watch them like hawks. And so she was fine on the preparation table, and then went over to surgery table, and she wasn't even on the table, but just she wasn't even prepped for surgery yet. Her tummy wasn't even prepped yet. Dr. Darcy still wasn't ready. I mean, we were still in the process of prepping her, and she crashed, and we couldn't get her back. So, you know, we worked on her, did the heart compressions, did the appropriate medicines, you know, that you always have handy, your emergency meds. But this, so she did pass. So when this happens, and this so rarely happens to us, it just so rarely happens. But what we did was we just stopped everything. We stopped everything and went over it top to bottom. We did this then, we did this at this time, we did this, and what her heart was strong when she went on the table. Yes, it was. She was, her color was good, and then just as quickly as it was good and her heart was strong, it just stopped and her color went down. We never even had a chance. This was, I am sure, and Dr. Darcy agrees, an out-and-out reaction to the medication we use. The next one. Normally, we pick that one because it's very, very safe. And we've done it thousands and thousands and thousands of times over the years. And we don't know. Sometimes it's just like with Jillian. Why did she react to the distemper? We don't know. Yeah, it's nobody's fault. We're all attentive. We're all there. We all are in tuned, but you can't stop a reaction when it's bent on stopping their heart. So I did, you know, you all know Aleda was spoken for, and I did talk to her family, and they're very sad. I think they were so kind, though. They were more sad for us, I think, than for them, and that was so very nice of them. So they will be out sometime in the next week or so. They really, really, really want and need a kitty, and so they will be back. Thank you. Yeah, it's like a allergic reaction, I guess you could say. All right, and that is it. That took our whole day. The kitties are all out, I think. Are they all out of June's room now? Okay, kitties are all out. They're out and about. It's going to be a quiet night here, which is good because they just need to just crash a little bit and take a big old nap. We moved Mama back. I see that cam is up now. Mama's back there and all of her babies, and she's such a good girl that she even will nurse all the kitties in there. So it's a good thing. We are all set for a week from today. That's our big surgery day. We're going to hopefully do a minimum of 35 neuters. I think there's going to be 36 because I told a guy he could bring his boy in, even though we're full. Oh, I'll tell you that too, Anita. So we went over all our meds and inventory, and because 35 cats will take a lot. And we've got volunteers helping. Dr. Darcy will be here, and Bree, Lynette, myself, Sue. We're the ones that's right there in the surgery room. And then we have our ladies that help us with post-op. For this, though, the check-ins are going to be 7:30 to 8:15, and that takes a while to check in that many cats, but we can do it, and we'll get them all situated. We have a good system that we use for that, and it will work. It'll work out. So yes, so you noticed a new kitty. I kind of did that as a fun thing this morning. The day that Jillian had her babies, another little baby was born out there in the world. That little black and white little tuxie, and this little baby was found on a man's porch, and he said the umbilical cord was fresh. There was no mama, no other baby, so he took it in and he fed it for a day and a half, and then he said it was just too much. So there's that little baby. So he asked if we could take it in. Rarely do I ever put a untested baby in with other babies. It's rare that I do that, but I just felt like it was going to be an okay thing to do. So we put this little tuxie in there. Those babies were born, what day was that? Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. This week's been long. And so if that's true, then the little tuxie came in Thursday morning early, and she's been with her that whole time. Good weight on it and no fleas. Looks good. Eyes are still closed, of course. This baby's going to have the same birthday as what Jillian's babies have, and she just took her right in, or took this baby right in. I haven't even checked the sex of it, so don't hold me to him or her. But the belly's full, and I just thought for pure orneriness this morning I would post that picture that was taken this morning. And I told the mods first, and we just decided to see what all kind of reaction we could get. It was kind of fun. So she's doing good. Everybody's doing well. I think Megan and Faithy will be in here tonight, I think. So we're also worked hard on getting pet finders caught up. We have quite a few of the kitties on hold, but of course we have to wait. I may go away tomorrow to Fort Wayne, and so most of these adoptions will happen during this next week. And then, was there one more thing? No? Those kitties are so sweet. Okay, I think that's it. And I'm good. Yep, 4 little white feet, a sockster. He can stretch it to fit in one more babe. He would, because he would take. He's just got a big heart. No, I haven't done a video of the car. Maybe if I get some time, I'll have to do that. I did take it out and drive it yesterday a little bit. Got to the end of the parking lot up here, the driveway, and some guy was, a good friend of ours, pulled in and rolled down his window and said, "Wow, that's pretty cool." So that was fun. All right, well, I'm gonna take off. I gotta go get my mom's supper ready and check everybody over again. Indy's here. You all saw Indy's here. He's been helping us off and on all day long. Pablo was here. She's also another big help person. All right, you all take care. I will be back in a little bit. Got some work to do in here. Yeah, it's a fun little car to drive. I really like it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, you're all right, Farrah.